Good morning, dear students. Students, today we shall learn another new topic which is called adverbs. Students, to understand adverbs, at first let me show you two examples. Number one is Lata danced gracefully, and number two, it's raining outside. So, here you can see the words gracefully and outside, they are giving us more information about the verbs raining and danced. Okay, students, and we will call them adverbs. So, for the better understanding, let me show you the definition of adverbs. The students, adverbs add meaning to verbs, adjectives, or another adverbs. Students, adverbs means the words which describes the other verbs, other adverbs or adjectives in a sentence. So students, we have four types of adverbs, and they are adverbs of manner, adverbs of time, and adverbs of frequency, and adverbs of place. So let me show you the meaning of all these types of adverbs. So to understand them, here we have included four different sentences. So first one is Sumit ran quickly. Number two, he woke up early. Number three, I sometimes go for a run. And number four, he sat down. So students, in number one, Sumit ran quickly. You can see the word quickly. It is describing the verb ran, which is telling us, means the word quickly, it is telling us that how the action has been taken place. The number two here, the word early describes the verb walk. It is telling us the time when the action takes place. Then number C, I sometimes go for a run. Here, sometimes describing the verb run. So here, this is telling us that how often this action of running takes place. And number D, he sat down. He sat down. Here, the downward, it is describing set, and here it is showing that where this action takes place. So students, here the adverb in number A, we will call it adverbs of manner. The number B, we will call it adverb of time. Then number C, we will call it adverb of frequency. And number D, adverb of place. So now let me show you the definition of all these types of adverbs for your better understanding. So adverbs of manner tells us how an action takes place. And to form them, we add ly to an adjective. Then adverbs of time tells us when an action takes place, like tomorrow, late, then, still, yet, etc. Then adverbs of frequency tell us how often an action takes place, like daily, often, rarely, never, etc. And adverbs of place tells us where an action takes place, like below, under, there, everywhere, etc. So now students, let me show you the exercises relating to this adverbs. So here comes the exercise number A, where the question is replace the underlined phrases with adverbs from the box and rewrite the sentences. So you can see here in the sentences some phrases are underlined. So we have to change them with the adverbs given in the brackets. So let me show you the answers. Number one, Harry donated generously to the orphanage. Number two, the hungry kittens lapped up the milk hastily. Number three, the stars twinkled brightly in the sky. Number four, please speak softly or you will wake up the baby. Number 5. Though he was afraid, Karan spoke up courageously to defend his friend. Number 6. The meeting starts at 8 a.m. Please arrive punctually. Number 7. Deepak explained all the sums to me patiently. Then the next exercise is number B, where you have to tick the correct adverbs of time and place. So let me show you the answers. Number 1, I eat fruit often. Number 2, yesterday I watched a movie with my friends. Number 3, Faisal always calls me on my birthday. Number 4, Kanchan will soon settle down at her new school. Number 5, if we leave now, we might reach home before it gets dark. Number 6, we have already submitted the project to the teacher. Number 7, Mummy is still in office but she will leave soon. Number 8, Adil has a good memory. He rarely forgets a name. Number 9, if you are free later, we can go to the market together. Then here the next exercise is number C, where we have to fill in the blank with suitable adverbs from the brackets. So let me show you the answers. Number 1, my aunt's home is near Humayun's tomb. Number 2, I'm sure that I saw your bag there. Number 3, answer each of the questions given below. 4, everywhere I look, there are new malls and flyovers. Number 5, Katie hid behind her mother. 6, please do come inside. 7, riding a bicycle uphill is hard work. Number 8, it was dark outside so the children played indoors. Number 9, please leave your shoes there. Number 10, Omar is playing outside. Now the next exercise is number E, where we have to complete this table with adjectives and adverbs. So let me show you the answers. Number 1, gentle, gently. Number 2, bad, badly. Number 3, heroic, heroically. Number 4, soft, softly. Number 5, happy, happily. 6, merry, merrily. 7, beautiful, beautifully. 8, ideal, ideally. 9, messy, messily. 10, awful, awfully. 11, careful, carefully. 12, delicate, delicately. 13, faithful, faithfully. 14, lucky, luckily. 15, responsible, responsibly. And 16, graceful, gracefully. So students, these are the exercises which I found important from this topic. Now, here is not the end of today's class. We will learn another topic today from your book. And the topic is prepositions. So students, to understand preposition here, let me show you examples. Number 1, Yamini is sitting on a stool. Number 2, the eagle is flying above the trees. So here you can see number 1, here the word on. It is showing us the relationship between Yamini and the stool. Again, in number 2, the word above, it is showing us the relationship between the eagle and the tree. And students, these words which are showing us the relationship between these two nouns in both the sentences, that is on and above, we will call them prepositions. So now let me show you the definition of a preposition. So students, prepositions tell us about the relationship between nouns and pronouns in a sentence. Prepositions are always followed by a noun or pronoun. And some of the common prepositions that we use are in, on, at, for, with, by, over, under, beside, between, before, behind, to, etc. Now student, here are some of the common prepositions, and I have tried to show you the use of them by showing you a pictorial illustration, so you can easily find out the uses of all these 9 prepositions which are given here, like in, when we will call under, when we will call on, all these. Okay, so you just go through this picture properly so that you can understand the use of all this. And there are many more prepositions. If you want to know them, you can search on the internet the pictorial illustrations of these prepositions, and they will help you to understand the uses of some of them. Okay, now students, please do not get confused between adverbs and preposition. An adverb mainly tells us about a verb or an action, and it doesn't have a noun or pronoun after it. But whereas a preposition is always followed by a noun or a pronoun, because in the last class we have learned adverbs, so you may get some confusion between the two. So that's why I have shown you the difference between the two here. Now students, we have some confusing prepositions, means you may get some confusion between them as they are almost the similar, and they are beside, besides, in, into, between, among. So to eliminate your confusions among this, so let me show you the uses of these prepositions. So here let me eliminate your confusion between beside and besides through these two examples. Number one is, there is a lake beside the farm. And number two, besides cricket, Raj is also interested in football. Here you can see the word beside. It is showing us that the lake is nearby the farm. And on the other hand, besides in number two, it is showing us that in addition to cricket, Raj also likes football. And these are the difference between beside and besides. So beside means next to, while besides means in addition to. Now the next two confusing prepositions are in and into. So let me show you the examples. The bread is in the kitchen. And number two, rainwater seeped into the ground. Here you can see in. It is showing us, in number one, it is showing us a static position, a stationary position. But in number two, seeped into the water, here into, it is showing us the position of the rainwater, which is showing us a movement from one place to another. And this is the difference between in and into. So basically in shows a stationary position, means a static position, whereas into suggests movement from one place to another. Now let me show you the difference between and among. So here are the examples. The kitten is sitting between two children. And number two, please distribute these biscuits among the children. In number one, you can see we can count the kitten is sitting between the two children. Here two children are being described, two nouns are here. And in number two, the nouns are more than two, that is the children are, means there are more than two children. So it means that between is used in place of two, while among is used in place of more than one. So let me show it to you. We use between when we speak of two things, and among when we speak of more than two things. Okay, so now students, let me show you the exercises which are related to prepositions. So here come the first exercise, that is number A, and the question is, tick the correct prepositions in the brackets. And your answer is number 1, Jack climbed up the beanstalk. Number 2, Cinderella left for the ball. Number 3, the lion peered into the well. Number 4, the mouse ran up the clock. 5, Hansel and Gretel got lost in the woods. Number 6, Wee Willie Winky runs through the town. Then the next exercise, that is number D. And here you have to say whether the underlined words are adverbs or prepositions. So let me show you the answer. In number 1, the underlined word is over, which is a preposition. In number 2, it is outside, which is a adverb. Number 3, it is across, which is a preposition. Number 4 is upstairs, which is an adverb. Number 5, in, which is a preposition. Number 6, down, which is an adverb. Number 7, up, which is a adverb. Number 8, between, which is a preposition. Now the next exercise is number F, where we have to circle the correct prepositions given in the bracket. So your answers are The mouse ran into the cupboard. Number 2, the little girl sat beside me in the park. Number 3, Mummy divided the grapes equally between Nadir and Ela. Number 4, the desk is between the door and the bed. Number 5, the children tiptoed into the house. 6, the jury discussed the case among themselves. 7, Mummy keeps our woolen clothes in that cupboard. 8, please put the present in the boxes. 9, please put the present in the boxes. 9. The mahout sat beside his elephant. 10. During a solar eclipse, the moon passes between the sun and the earth. Number 11. Sheila dived into the clear blue water. Number 12. Maya speaks 3 languages besides English. So these are the exercises relating to preposition, and students, with it we have finished our grammar part today, and in tomorrow's class we will discuss some of the few important topics from the composition part. As for now, here is the end of our today's class. Thank you so much for watching this video.